What is up, guys, and welcome back to an episode of F122 Mobile Racing Career Mode. We are here for episode number 52 today, then for the Singapore Grand Prix in season number 8. If you guys did miss the previous episode of the Dutch Grand Prix, definitely be sure to check that one out before this one. A very exciting episode, as we got a bit of revenge on the Red Bull team, taking home a podium spot here, but we still got a long way to go here. As we now come to the Marina Bay Street Circuit then, of course, for the Singapore Grand Prix, going to qualifying here. Trying to see where this car could potentially be landing on the ground. I don't expect it to be very high, but there's only one way to find out. Anyways, as we start our qualifying lap, DRS wide open on the main straight here, making our way into turn 1 here, taking it nice and easy through this section here. There is quite a bit of area you could cut through some of these corners, but you got to be careful because the lines are very fine, and if you don't really get those corner cuts right, then you're going to end up having to pay the price. As we go way too wide there in that right-hander, trying to carry the speed, but instead understeering straight then into the wall. That's going to cost us some momentum and some power unit problems here. As we make our way towards sector 2 here, of course, not surprised it's going to be a green tint there. We probably had a decent sector if we would not crash into that wall, but hey, we can do that. As we, well, again, going understeering straight into a wall once again here. For some reason, this car does not like to turn. I don't get why. As we take a slight corner cut penalty through that left-hander here, just trying to somewhat be able to finesse our way through this circuit without looking like an absolute fool here. As we make our way into this right-hander here, getting a corner cut penalty, although it's probably the best, because if we would have carried the momentum, we would have gone straight into the wall, which would have not really been ideal. Into the hairpin we go, and out of this hairpin we get the DRS as we make our way then towards the start of sector 3. Then one more sector to try to make up possibly some more time here. It's not looking good at all. You can see we're still way down the time machines, and we clipped that wall, and that cost us so much momentum. That probably should not have costed us that much momentum, but whatever. As we make our way into this left right-hander, that was definitely not a corner cut penalty. We had 2 wheels at least on the track then, and when I mean on the track, I mean they were over, they were not crossing the white line here. That's not a corner cut penalty. This is a nice section through here, actually getting this somewhat decently right there, getting close to the wall, and now into the final corner we go. This one we can just simply take flat out, minimizing the run towards the line, across the line. Where's this going to put us for tomorrow's race? And it's going to put us, well, P18 towards the back of the grid, only 2 spots ahead of a teammate, and 100th, or actually 1,000, sorry, I should say, behind the GOAT himself, Nicholas Latifi. So automatically it's going to be a great race, I guess. Eh? Anyways, Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton, Russell, Norris, Ricciardo, Ocon, Alonso, Bottas, Guan Yu, Gasly, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Madison, Latifi, us, Albon, and Vettel round out the grid. Then let's go to 5 red lights and 4 the Singapore Grand Prix, and it's lights out, and away we go. We were held there for quite some time there. We almost jump started, but we managed to get a decent start. Albon though gets a good start. He's going to try to get us on the outside. We're going to defend that and make our way up the inside, and the Haas actually pushes us into that corner cut. Madison not really doing us a lot of favors, and this time we try to sit into the inside of Tsunoda. That was not a smart move, as we do get a corner cut penalty, and all our hard work gets undone as we're back into P19. And so we've actually lost 1 position out of all of that here through that right-hander. We somehow get a corner cut penalty, even though, again, I'm pretty sure we kept 2 wheels on the track here. We are tucked though in the slipstream, so can we try to get past the Thai British driver of Alex Albon? We are going to do that and send up the inside of Latifi and the Haas there, and the other Haas of Mick Schumacher up into P15. And now we're going to send up the inside of both AlphaTauri up into P13 here. So we do get some momentum back here, but that's going to be a case of trying to stay with the top driver as we get a corner cut penalty. And this is a really serious one, as both Gasly and Tsunoda get past us here. I do not think that should have deserved that high of a penalty, but well, we got to deal with it anyways. We get up the inside of Tsunoda once again here. Now we're straight to the back then of the Frenchman once again here. Can we try to set it up the inside into the hairpin? No, we can't. But what we can do is try to potentially go around the exit, and we do so successfully up into P13 then, with the finish driver Valtteri Bottas just up ahead of us here. As we make our way into sector 2 here, down to second gear, clip that apex, don't try to hit that wall here. And now making our way into the tricky section here. Of course, in real life, this section is removed, but we are still in the 2022 update as the car took a weird bounce off one of those sausage cups. Luckily, our car is still running on 4 wheels on the ground. That would have been quite a shame if we would have flipped over there as we tried to fiddle our way through this sequence of corners. This, for some reason, is not a corner cut, even though I clearly cut all 4 wheels off the track. So, I don't know. This system is acting a little bit weird. This corner cutting system is not really acting very consistent as we nip up the inside there of Valtteri Bottas in the last corner, and now make our way up into P12. Guan Yu just up ahead of us. We're going to try to get past the Chinese driver as quickly as we can up the inside here, and that is us up into P11 then with the Spaniard Fernando Alonso, the Spanish Minister of Defense, just up ahead of us here. So let's see if we can try to catch up and potentially have a move. If we could be fighting for P10, I mean, we're only going to be fighting for a point quite a low compared to what happened last time around. But hey, I will not complain about that. We still got 1.5 laps to try and catch up here as we make our way into the left-hander. That is definitely a corner cut there. I think we have really gotten more corner cuts in this race than we have essentially in the past 3 races combined, which is not really ideal as we tried to carry the momentum through that left-hander, and essentially we just went understeering into the wall once again. Again, for some reason this car does not like to turn at all. I still have to somewhat get used to this Aston Martin as we go straight into the wall. Somehow the wheels have not come off. Somehow we are still going here and trying to fight for P10 as Alonso is just up ahead of us. He's 7 tenths ahead of us here, but with the way we're driving, doesn't know we're going to be able to catch him. So we got to clean up our act here and try to get a move on, get our head down here. Down a second. That was actually a very nice corner there, and then we make our way towards the heart of sector 3 here into this right-hander, and well, that's definitely a corner cut. That's not going to give us, they're not going to let us slide away with that. Although, again, like I said, it is still a little inconsistent, so I'm not sure what the heck they're on about here as we come into this right-hander. Essentially taking this, a very similar line there, actually an even better line in the idea that we didn't actually cut the corner as much, and this time somehow we get a penalty, so I don't know, maybe the FIA are against us, but that's not going to stop us from trying to get this one singular point then for this Aston Martin team. Into the final lap we go, into turn 1 here, taking a nice and, well, I was going to say taking a nice and easy, but instead we actually screwed that up. But actually, that wasn't actually too bad there, as we had to slow down for turn 2 anyway, so the momentum carried was actually still fine. So we are still holding our head up high and looking to fight away as Alonso just up ahead here. We do have the DRS. I don't think the Spaniard has DRS off his teammates, so this is going to be really helpful as we make our way into sector 1, then catching up under the brakes, taking it nice and easy to this left-hander, and now looking to send it up the inside here into this right-hander. Down a second gear, we clipped that wall by accident though, but we do manage to defend successfully from Alonso, and now it is a case of just trying to hold on here and see if we can hold off this P10. Again, it's 1 point. I would much rather be fighting for the likes of P6 or P5 in this car, but I'm not going to complain about a point. We could easily have just finished last, or easily not have finished the race at all, considering how we've driven. So it's not really ideal, so we'll have to learn from this, of course, and move forward. Into the last sector we go in for one last time here. Let's just take it nice and easy. Ocon, well, he's under a second ahead of us. It would be great if we could catch him for 2 points, double our points tally, but it's not really good. We get another corner cut penalty. I think that's our 7th corner cut penalty of this race, which really is just not ideal. I do not know how we got that many corner cut penalties. Again, the system probably just needs to be reworked. You can see we are catching the Frenchman at an absolute rate of knock there through that section, but we're just going to run out of time as we make our way towards the line. We're actually going to get the DRS and off the pressure. Can we potentially steal it? No, it's not. We're just going to miss out then on getting our first point there, but we do manage to take home 1 point, and we do manage to hold up the others. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.